My name is Pascale and I'm from Quebec City. As part of the SFU program, I have been interning at IMECLAN in Guadalajara, the Institute of the Metropolitan Area of Guadalajara, as a Metropolitan Research Assistant.
Sobrevivir, necesito tu calor. Ahora más que nunca, te necesito junto a mí. No abandones mi amor, que me he entregado a ti. No podré sobrevivir, necesito tu calor. No es fácil para ti el abandonarme, no es fácil para ti el abandonarme. Llevándote mis sentimientos, llevándote mis sentimientos.
As part of my work, I helped developing the Metropolitan Development Program, the strategic instrument that defines the long-term vision for the metropolitan area. More precisely, I was assigned the development of the housing/land policy for the metropolitan area.
In Guadalajara, there's a very low density construction culture and land value is very high in the center. The metropolitan area has grown tremendously in the last decade. In order to afford a home, citizens must live at the city's outskirts in areas which lack urban qualities and are poorly connected to the city's job and service hubs. Few inhabitants can benefit from the advantages of living in the center. At the same time, there is no existing land value capture mechanism. In some way, this policy situation is problematic because land is an economic good in our societies, but it does not react like others. First, land cannot be created, it's an inelastic good, but we all need a place to live and exercise our daily activities. Second, land value comes from society as a whole, and the decisions that are made regarding the way land can be developed and managed. What makes an area attractive to live or do business in is rarely the sole work of a few landowners, but mostly because of a set of social circumstances, urban planning conditions, and the existence of infrastructures. In an equalitarian perspective, land value created among all should hence be redistributed among society through various mechanisms. So the way land is managed can have an impact on equality, and we found that more could be done in Guadalajara in that aspect. So, from this diagnosis, the objectives of my work were to find ways to develop mechanisms to provide more affordable housing in well-developed areas, to control urban sprawl, to develop land value capture mechanisms, and to provide adequate housing for all citizens.
When I think of my time at IMECLAN, what made me the most pleased about has been the possibility of applying and deepening the knowledge I had acquired in my urban planning master degree. It was a fast-track degree in which learning was sometimes compromised by tight deadlines and heavy workload. So I feel that my internship in the Metropolitan Planning Institute has given me the space to think, explore, and consolidate the knowledge that I have in my professional field without having the pressure of an official position in an urban planning firm or in government.
Various of my learnings while being a participant of SKIP have been related to the practice of planning. Among these learnings, I have come to observe that, despite many efforts to make cities more accessible, cities are still unsafe places or appear to be for women. While traveling to Mexico City, I realized that streets become male-dominated after dark, and I was a bit uncomfortable walking alone despite not wanting to feel that way. Work in this regard must continue to be promoted. Second, there were so many times when it was difficult to obtain very simple information from other governmental departments, or the information simply did not exist. So this happened when I had to work on some project, and it became just an habit to assume that getting information was an extra step for a project to advance. It made me realize that information and transparency are key to develop policies and make sound decisions. Working in Mexico made me understood how important culture is for a policy or initiative to be successful. It is now very common for international firms to offer their services to developing countries, producing policy documents in a matter of a few weeks, and I am just unsure of the long-term result it can have on cities. After more than 5 months working in Mexico, I still feel uneasy about giving formal opinions on a country I only start to understand. So my internship confirmed all the subtleties surrounding planning practice and international development.
A great step in my career to take part in SKIP. I have acquired a better grasp of urban planning and realized firsthand the challenges and difficulties of planning, especially in a country that is not yours. These months allowed me to reassess where I was in life and where I wanted to go from here. Going abroad obliges you to position yourself and grow as an individual by encountering new people and being in situations you would not be at home. It gave me the time to think about the kind of contribution I want to make in my daily life and in my future work. I am now just excited to see where I will go from now and what I will do with those new learnings.